Hello, this is Juliana Cinciato sharing my Pecha Kucha presentation. Watching this video, you may already dislike the topic of my thesis or may not be interested because running often has a negative connotation. People associate running with words like hard, tiring, painful, and intimidating, as opposed to other more positive adjectives. My project still has a working title, but it is aimed for those people that think this way in order to change their mindset. It will be meant to motivate and educate users about running. The goal is to create a website and mobile app that will be engaging enough for people to want to use it and come back to it. Users may surprise themselves in what they're capable of and recognize the mental and physical health benefits of running, making it more worthwhile. Beginner runners are more likely to use apps when first starting out, and this is part of my targeted audience: young adults who want to get into running, improve their skills, or change their lifestyle without the intimidation factor. People who are depressed, stressed, and looking for something to do in times of quarantine will benefit the most from using this site and mobile app. The main concepts and ideas my project will focus on are motivation, education, mentality, body image, health benefits, nutrition, injury prevention, gear, and even running safely with COVID. This is a lot of content, and so a website will best organize these ideas as they are all important factors for people to know when first starting out. Commonly used sites for running are Runner's World and Runtastic. Images on these sites feature physically fit people that may intimidate beginners or compare themselves to them. My project will be more inclusive of different body types in its imagery. The success stories on the Runtastic site emphasize the weight loss aspect of running, which is a health benefit for some, but someone seeing these big numbers lost in a short amount of time may leave people with too high of expectations and even become impatient and give up. The focus on this aspect also hides or overlooks the mental benefits, and although some may not see it in this way, running is more of a mental activity than a physical one. And so my content will be more geared towards the mentality and why people think the way they do. Most apps also just track mileage and pace, whereas mine would be more informative and act as a guide to these resources. To determine what people struggle with when running, I asked people to run for 2 weeks more than they usually would and record videos before and after the runs of how they feel and what they did. A series of questions were asked before the 2 weeks, and another will be asked afterwards. So far, I have 3 participants and plan to have at least 2 more. Although I was on a track team in high school and run in my free time, I immersed myself more in the running community by joining the group runs on Wednesdays and Saturdays with the Rochester Running Company. This will be a resource to have for more information for more professional runners and an outlook to see how they are motivated to run. Using this site and app, I hope users learn more about running, as proper techniques are not taught unless for sport. People who search for running apps will come across this and hopefully turn running into more of a habit and recognize differences in other aspects of their lives as well with this change of mindset. When asked how I chose this topic from the long list of ideas I had, I wasn't sure how to narrow it down. Although my project is considered more user-generated or data-driven, there's also a personal connection I have with running. In high school, I remember a track practice where the coach asked us to do 8 laps of steep hills in a certain amount of time. I thought it was a lot to expect from me, and I ended up stopping and even cried because in my head I couldn't do it. The coach was clearly only thinking about the fast-paced runners, and it really makes you think that you can't do it and that you're not worth the time, especially when you compare yourself to others like that. I want the outcome of this project to change that mindset for people by introducing running for fun and allowing people to strive for their own personal goals. Thank you for your time, and if you wish to participate in the 2 weeks of running, please email me at ciancioj1@hawkmail.newpaltz.edu. And if you have any questions, please let me know. Thank you.